What up, y'all? This is Uncle Trey, man. And look, I just wanted to go ahead and make a video real quick while I was up here driving. You know, I wanted to talk about a couple of things, but y'all, Uncle Trey just been busy, man. Up here at work and stuff like that. I'm up here at the other job. I told y'all, man, ain't nothing wrong with putting in more than, 40 to 60 hours a week. Nothing wrong with that. I'm up here at the other job outside of the career. So, and then this name GPS, man. We ain't gonna worry about that. But I may do some more videos kind of like this where I'm kind of, where I'm driving and I'm able to get a chance to talk to y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all feeling the videos like this or not. But today's topic, I wanted to talk about those of you that are trying to look for a come up financially. Guys, you got to be careful with some of these like gurus or these people that are talking about, how they got their money. If their finances don't start off making sense, that's because most of the time it doesn't. Like, what I mean by this is there was a video I was watching. I'm gonna try to put the link in the description, okay, for y'all to see this. They had it was a woman on there talking about when she was in college. This was back in 2016. She said that when she was in college, this was like, I guess her senior year or whatever. She was in college and she had a boyfriend. Now she came in with money because her family always had things taken care of. She didn't have to worry about where her next meal was coming from and all that. That ain't to talk bad about it. That's just what the story was. But she was talking about all that, but then she said she moved in with her boyfriend at the time and put the apartment in her name. So, long story short, with the backstory, they weren't getting along. She ended up going like 5 hours away to like Tallahassee or something, to like with a friend that had a dorm because he was a student athlete. And then the boyfriend, while he was still back at the apartment, he flooded that motherfucker. So basically, she got an eviction notice and she needed to have that taken care of. Now, here's where the story doesn't start making sense. She said that she learned that she could make money online. Okay, cool. But then she said she went and made up the money that was replenished in her account. She said she had got over $100,000 between the time frame of her being evicted and like 4 or 5 months later. $100,000 on, she was doing, what she told me, she said that she was doing a Facebook marketplace, selling and like producing like advertisements and shit like that. Now, what she was doing was she said that she would wait till somebody bought the product, then she would go get the product herself and then put the address on for the customer. To me, that's drop shipping, but apparently it's something called arbitrage or some shit. Y'all let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about when it comes to the arbitrage shit. But she said she was doing it through Facebook Marketplace. That's one thing that didn't make sense to me. She made $100,000 and she stated that she didn't know what the hell she was doing. This was her first time doing it. Okay, I ain't gonna hate on the success. Okay, you managed to pull that off. Okay, cool. Now, here's the other part that didn't make sense to me. She said what she ended up doing was she spent $5,000 on advertisement on Facebook Marketplace. Now, here's where the bullshit comes in. How the fuck? Because she said she went to Chase Bank. This is after the eviction. She got $5,000, a $5,000 credit limit from Chase Bank. Now, I don't have no idea if this was her first credit card or what. However, you go to Chase with no credit history and a $5,000 credit limit, yo, anybody that's ever gotten a credit card know damn well if all you got is one apartment and that got evicted and you got evicted out of that house, it does not add up. How the hell were you able to get a $5,000 credit limit unless you had a cosigner? She did not mention no cosigner. Like I said, that's one thing that's not adding up. And so, not to say, I mean, she is a multi-millionaire. She's making that paper now. But it's just the point of, like, some of these folks' stories in the beginning does not make sense. Like another guy, like, let's say, or hell, you can catch him somewhere in the middle sometimes, like Tai Lopez. I remember when I was younger, man, I was in, was I in college yet? I believe so. Man, I was in college and I watched the Ty Lopez. This when he first came out with that ad where he had the Lamborghini in the bedroom, in the garage or whatever, with the bookshelves and all that mess. Now, I didn't care about him having a Lamborghini. I'm listening to him because he's talking about financial freedom and all this shit, and I'm like, this is kind of a new concept to me. So I'm paying attention. I signed up for the man's webinar, whatever, seminar. This is the first time I've ever done this. Now, I sat there and I waited for it to come on, and I'm sitting through the stuff, and he's talking very broadly about, just the products and things like that. He's just talking very broadly about the idea of money, how to spend it, how to work with it, things like that. And I was just sitting there waiting on the good stuff. And so after 45 minutes to an hour, finally he comes in and he's offering a course and some books and shit. Man, he's charging $600 for these fucking books. Matter of fact, I was in college. I know for a fact I was in college because I said he's charging more than some of my damn college books. You got guys like a Ty Lopez, or how, like, I ain't gonna say like that lady, but just some of that wasn't adding up. Either she was leaving some stuff out, or hey, it could be some fishy work at the end of the day. But guys, don't try to get so quick into the quick money. The reason why I'm telling you, my nephews and nieces, you have to be careful. Be careful when you're trying to get fast money. Listen, I understand you want to have things taken care of, but don't rush the process. It's the process that's going to make you into who you're supposed to be. Everybody doesn't want to go through trials and tribulations, but at times it's needed. You're not going to become, a world heavyweight champion in boxing just by showing up. No, you got to put the road work in. You gotta fight some guys that are, stronger than you, but you got to be more technically sound. You have to work on your technical skills. And that's where I'm not gonna lie to you guys on, certain things. You just gotta know how to go about your life, and when it comes to money. Now, I'm gonna tell you this is the main thing I can tell you that will help you, okay? Get you a skill. What I mean by a skill is something that is needed, all right? So tech, rather that cybersecurity, IT, software engineering, just things like that. Go look into those things. Even if you're not tech savvy, okay, you need a skill that's going to pay you, right? Where I would say, man, if you can get a salary job, man, get a salary job, because yeah, the $24 an hour or whatever sounds good, 21 or something like that, all that sounds good up until you realize you're not making $50,000 a year. The upfront money sounds good, the weekly checks, but in a year span, you ain't even made $50,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was saying get your guaranteed salary job. You don't have to. I'm just saying, just get you something that pays well, a skill that's needed. Plumber, electrician, things like that is going to take some time because you got to learn the craft. But when you learn the craft, can't nobody tell you shit. They can't necessarily tell you what your prices should be. If your work is as good as you say it is, it will be worth every penny. People will pay for quality. All right? And the ones that pay for quality want their shit done the first time right. And the only way you're going to get it right every time, first time, is if you know your craft. I tell you guys all the time, there's somebody that went to college and graduated, man. Some degrees are not worth a damn. They aren't. Communications is one of them damn degrees. I don't care what nobody say. This is a comm major talking to y'all when I was in college. Communications, there's not much money in that. It's not. Even with me doing the ESPN stuff, you gotta understand, you making the money because of the sports, not because of the production. Okay? Even sports journalism like a Stephen A. Smith, you're making the money because of the sports journalism, not the journalism itself. Okay, so I want you guys to understand, especially my young ones, man. Some of these things I'm talking to y'all, I had to learn from experience. You're just learning it just by listening to this video. And if you haven't made it this far, man, drop a 1 in the comment section so I can know who made it this far through the video. Yeah, drop a 1 in the comment section. And I'm gonna do some videos out like this because y'all, majority of the time I am at work. So, you know, this give me a time to do the videos, upload them, and kind of, you know, get something out to you guys, you know. And I told y'all, you know, shoot, I'm gonna do better with the time making. Well, shit, this is the attempt right here. But yeah, man, watch out for these financial gurus or anything like that. I'm telling you to get you a skill or something that's needed. So when you're out in the field and you're making your money and something that's actually needed, that's most of the time, like if it's like a cybersecurity or something like that, starting out, like, okay, let's just say cybersecurity because that's what I'm working on too. Because I am planning on leaving ESPN and you know some of my other side hustles and shit. You want to be making, you know, a smooth 56 or something like that, because after taxes, you know, man, you should be doing fine if you're managing your money correctly. Okay, make sure that tighten that up. You want to make sure that you're getting what you're worth. Okay, so yes, get you a skill. One thing that I realized is a lot of jobs are getting rid of that no skill, no degree job. When I went to, where was I at? Hardee's? Went to Hardee's, these folks had AI taking orders. The only 2 people in there was the cook and the manager. That's it. Y'all, I'm telling you, I would not be surprised within the next 10 or 15 years, you cannot be out here with no skill, no degree, no nothing, and think you're going to survive unless you're going to be like a general laborer or some shit in some factory. And I've been a general laborer before. That shit ain't it. So I want you guys to understand that you have to try and prosper somewhere in life. You can't just go through this thing coasting. And hell, don't think you're just gonna be able to retire at fucking 30. What's that? I don't, not to get on no political shit, but hell, I just seen the new lady that's supposed to be running for president in the new election coming up, and this woman talking about the retirement age is gonna go up. Y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if retirement age about 70, 72, 75 by the time I get there. All right, and Uncle Trey ain't that old, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, I put it like this. I'm still in my mid-20s, y'all. This shit ain't gonna be looking too sweet, you know, 20, 30 years from now. Unless your money right. Get your paper right. Get what you need to get right. Do your work now. So when you older and you got less energy, you have these things settled. The reason why I say, you know, get you a job that can get you about, you know, after taxes, you know, 50,000 or something like that, that you take home. If you can bring home that, you can invest 50,000. You know, you can take a little bit out every other check or every check, you know, put that into the stock market, get into some mutual funds. Get you into some mutual funds, you know, or where you're investing in a bulk of different companies. You can do something like that, but diversify your portfolio. Don't just have it all in one thing, okay? Now, if you want to go get you a property, y'all, I'm looking for some properties now. You have to be able to diversify your money. If you have it all in one basket, all it takes is one wrong thing happening to a company or something like that, and you're pretty much screwed. All right? But that's all I wanted to talk about in this regard. I'm going to go more in detail in the next video, but I just wanted to kind of see how this turns out. Y'all let me know if you mess with it. Like I said, man, if you made it this far, put a 1 in the comment section. And let me know if there's something y'all want me to talk about, whether that be relationships, dating, and things like that. I don't mind talking about those things at all, but this channel is for those that do want to grow, okay? You're not going to be able to use that excuse of, oh, I didn't know. All right? And some of us are getting too old to be using that excuse. Some of us are getting to that point where you have to start producing. All right? So look, I wanted to keep this short. Well, we did a pretty good job. Kept it on 15 minutes. But next time, man, y'all, I'm going to holler at you. Peace.